Long Sam. Welcome back. It's been ages to the Big Sam's Long Balls podcast. Big Sam's.
Yeah, you nailed
Sam?
it first time.
Yeah.
Big Sam's Long Balls podcast.
That's good. We're back.
We are back. It's been
9 months.
It's been the whole season, yeah, because that was the last time we did a video, was our predictions of the Premier League. So now we're gonna take a look back.
Yeah, and talk about how we got them right or wrong, or mainly wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say probably more wrong. We couldn't even remember the name of the podcast, Chris. It's not the best start, is it?
Yeah, I did recently rewatch the video, but even when I was watching it, I was like, God, these two are so boring.
I know.
So I couldn't even get through to the end.
I think you were the only one, Chris. So obviously, Man City won the league, which broke my heart by a point.
You were close. You were very close.
We were close. But, it's the hope that kills you, I think, in the end. If I kind of predicted that City would be 3-up by about 25 minutes, and that'd be fine.
Final game.
But actually, to have Villa 2-0 up, 20 minutes to go, is the bit that killed me.
But it's the bit you were never first though.
No,
it was so weird. It was like you were always you never.
We absolutely bottled it on the day because Wolves went 1-0 up straight away,
and they could have scored more.
Oh, they should. Wolves could have been easily 2 or 3 up. I don't think Liverpool ended the season brilliantly. I must say, some really tough games, and obviously the Madrid game last week, which was suicidal. But
we'll get on to that later.
We won't. This is Premier League, Chris. But so. It was just horrible. It
was horrible. I think you did the league sort of. I mean, in any other season, Liverpool would have won numerous leagues in the past 5 years. Just the fact that Man City is just always there must be so irritating. I mean, even Alex Ferguson's United teams never got over 90 points, and they won so many. It must be. I mean, it must be hard for you because you always did it sort of the right way, and I think City is sort of doing it the sort of buying it their way. And I do reckon that Klopp did deserve the manager of the season as well, because he obviously got you to the finals of the four events, so he does deserve that. But I know, but you're taking home 2 of the worst ones.
Piss off.
I would have taken an FA Cup.
Yeah, we all want an FA Cup. There's no such thing as a Mickey Mouse Cup.
No,
I'm not having that. Sorry, I'm not having it.
No.
I love an FA Cup. And I love a League Cup, and we haven't won one in over a decade.
Oh yeah, I can't believe it was that long since you won the FA Cup. I was quite shocked when I heard that stat.
So actually, you know what? The Premier League and Champions League, we've done that in recent seasons.
Yeah, you don't need anymore.
Nothing. Don't need any more of those.
That's true.
But a little League Cup and an FA. Yeah, obviously, you want the Champions League and the Premier League, of course. But 2 out of 4 ain't bad.
No. And I remember in my predictions, I think I put you for going 4th. I didn't see Liverpool this season starting anywhere near as well as you did. I thought sitting in the transfer. Well, we recorded it, I think, before the end of the transfer window, so we didn't know all the ins and outs last season.
A little bit of a recap of how bad our predictions were there. Yeah, we both went Liverpool 4th.
We did go Liverpool. I think we did. I honestly thought you'd fall away, but you didn't, and you proved us wrong. I thought Man United would finish 2nd. Yeah,
we both went the same top 4. I think we both had a shocker there. I certainly fell into the Solskjaer hype.
You did. I mean, I never rated Solskjaer, but I thought with the players they brought in, I thought they would do a lot better than they did. But clearly not. They had an absolutely shocking season, didn't they? And I quite enjoyed the decline of Man United. But towards the end of the season, nothing was going right for them, was it? They just weren't gelling at all. They were they
didn't care.
They just didn't care. They were literally, as soon as they knew top 4 was at the equation, it looks like they were trying to potentially get out of the Europa League spots as well, so they didn't have to worry about next season when they had to play Thursday, Sunday. Because that's the way it looked. I mean, last game of the season they had Crystal Palace, and I don't think anyone expected Man United to probably get anything from that.
Yeah, well, you least of all with your bloody predictions.
We'll get on to that. Well, Vieira proved me wrong massively. I did say that I thought Vieira was out of his depth in the Premier League. I didn't rate him when he was at Nice, and I didn't rate him when he was at was it New York? Yeah. I mean, I loved him as a player. I said that, but I thought that the Crystal Palace job would be too much, and I did put them bottom in my prediction, and they finished top half? No,
I don't know.
They finished this
is so unprepared. This podcast, Chris.
They finished better than 20th, and they didn't go down anyway. And I do apologise massively to Crystal Palace.
They did really well, actually.
Yeah,
because they had quite a tricky start to the season. I think they were playing some nice stuff. Cat's just walking along the floor.
Yeah.
They play some nice stuff, but I think they really struggled for results, didn't they, early on?
Yeah.
But
Vieira got the most out of the young, because there's so many youngsters, isn't there? Like Conor Gallagher, who would have thought he would have been like a revelation for them.
Brilliant. Elise,
yeah.
He's a
Mitchell
player.
was quite good. They had so many good.
The young fullback who's now in the England squad, whose name I can't remember.
Gahey.
All right, mate.
I think that's.
Yeah. No, it is. I don't know how you say his name.
Yeah.
No, they had a really good season, Palace, actually, and fair play to the fans and the owners for not getting on his back or expecting more.
Definitely, they did really well. We both, I think for 19th I put Watford, and I think exactly spot on. And then I did put Brighton to go down in 18th, which was a shocker because I think they had the best finish since they got promoted. I think they had a potential top half finish, but yeah, no, Brighton, I did not see that. I thought they were flirting with the relegation zone for so long, and I thought this would be a season they go down, but hey, with Welbeck up top, anything is possible. They proved me wrong, and even with the Ben White money they got, they didn't really spend it, did they? Or they didn't really bring in. They sort of had the two great fullbacks they had. And also. I mean, Lamptey got injured, and even they still managed to look solid defensively.
I mean, they did go on that really bad run, didn't they? Well, they did, I don't think they even scored. It was about 6 games.
Yeah, and then they played Arsenal,
and then they
won.
They wiped the floor with you, didn't they? But no,
that was the reason.
I think sort of it'll be interesting to see what Brighton do next year, because obviously, I imagine teams will be in for Basuma, but then I thought that last year.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a big fan of Trossard.
Yeah,
This won't be popular with Liverpool fans, but I would take a Trossard. You know what? As a back, if Minamino leaves, I think he's a bang. He bloody always scores against us. So
he's he's a good player. Would you take Neil Maupay or not?
You know what? He is a good player. I love him more because he winds up the Arsenal fans, and he's a disgrace apparently, and he should be relegated. That was your bottom 3, wasn't it? My bottom 3.
1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. I think a little bit better than you. I got 2. I went for Norwich and Watford.
Yeah.
I can't remember what order, but obviously they go down. We always know they go down. And then my final pick, which I feel personally justified about, I put Newcastle. At the time, the takeover failed. Steve Bruce, lovely bloke. I'm sure he loves
terrible manager.
I'm sure he loves a kebab. Who doesn't? But useless as a manager.
Yeah.
And I thought, Newcastle was just that team. We just getting closer and closer to relegation. And he's like Steve McLaren, and they've already had him once. So But then the takeover happened. Eddie Howe came in, and bloody hell. I mean,
they were one of the informed teams, weren't they? I mean,
the third most informed team, wasn't
it? From when he got in. But I mean, I was watching that when Newcastle beat Arsenal. So pretty much then our top 4 hopes completely. But they would just look so good in that game, and bringing Joel Linton back, playing in more defensive midfielder role was a bit of genius there. They just look up for it in Newcastle. With the fans behind them and that money coming in, they could really push on next season. They could do something quite special. But I mean, good on them. I mean, it's about time Newcastle got some recognition.
Fair play.
I can't remember. I think I said that they'd be all right with even Steve Bruce as manager. I mean, what was I thinking? And I thought that Norwich would be safe, and I thought they would be safe by quite a distance. But we both did say that we'd think that Brentford out of the promoted teams would do the best.
Yeah,
they pretty much got that spot on.
I think don't try and track me down with your predictions, Chris. I thought mine were absolutely spot on. We're both big fans of Brentford before they came up, and especially Ivan Toney. Another one I'd like to see at Anfield. Actually, I want to see everyone. Would you not want to see Ivan Toney at the Emirates?
Yeah, no, probably would. But it comes across quite a character, like slagging off. He slagged off Brentford twice.
Yeah, but
you want someone who wants to be there.
Yeah, but he also said Eriksen has a bit of a weak heart, didn't he? So, so it's a horrible joke. But no, I think he's a good player. He's old-fashioned like Antonio, and I'd love that.
Yeah,
I'm sick to death, Chris, of wingers up front, false number 9s. I want a lanky bloke up top. I want another Peter Crouch, and I like a bit of Ivan Toney. Yeah, why not?
It'd be a good signing for somebody.
Better than Morata.
I may better than Morata. If we get Morata, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't really do much because.
Well, you'll be on here.
I'll be on here. No, I don't want Morata. Yeah, I think I predicted that with my team Arsenal. I did think we'd be pushing for top 4. I did say about the whole.
You did. No, you were spot on.
Got that spot on. I did think we'd do quite well. We did quite well.
I said mid-table.
Mate, you just hated us. I think you did say 7th in the end, or something.
I put you 10th, and then I bumped you up to 7th.
I don't know why. I mean, I do get it. I mean, I think at the time we just did the predictions thing as soon as we signed Ben White, and obviously I don't know if we bought Ramsdale yet then. And even if we did buy Ramsdale, then I had no confidence in that sign.
I was going to say that was
a terrible sign at the time.
At the time,
It turned out to be one of the better ones. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think with Europa League next season for Arsenal, I don't think we'll finish anywhere near as high as we did this season.
Really?
I don't know. I think it will hinder us. It depends if we get who we buy in this window, because we have no depth really. We've got a good first 11, but then after that, when you bring in the likes of Tavares on and stuff, it just never goes well. And we've got too many injuries. Partey and Tierney, who are 2 of our best players, they just keep getting injured, and we need them fit really. And if they're going to struggle next year, then I can't see us pushing for top 4 again. And especially with the likes of Newcastle, potentially United getting better under Ten Hag. Chelsea won't be as poor, I don't think, this season. I think it's going to be a really tough league next year. So I don't know. I think it'll be easier for us to get Champions League football by winning the Europa League. I think we've got a chance. We always seem to go quite far into the competition when we're in it. So who knows? But yeah, I mean, at the moment we're getting linked with Tielemans. We haven't bought anyone yet, and Jesus. I'll be happy with both of them at Arsenal. I think we need 2 strikers. I know Nketiah just signed a new deal, but he's literally like the only striker we have because we got Lacazette today.
He's not great.
He's not great. He proved in the last 10 games of the season that he can do a job if called upon. But then again, I would rather we bought a Jesus and somebody that's not Morata. And like a Calvert-Lewin. I'd take a Calvert-Lewin.
Would you really? Yeah. After the season he's just had? Yeah,
I would. I think it'd be something different. He will be more of a target man. So instead of our crosses having
it's a bloody dog barking outside during our podcast. This is unacceptable.
Amateur.
It is amateur hour. Sorry, carry on. Talk about Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, I would. If I was Arsenal manager, Mr. Dog,
don't let him put you off. That's what he wants.
No. It's Tottenham fan. 2 strikers, Jesus, Calvert-Lewin. I would probably do them both. I think Calvert-Lewin.
Not on this podcast, you're not.
Need backup for Partey, so I think Tielemans will be good. We've been linked with that Scottish defender, the wing back.
Yeah, I heard today that maybe you don't want him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They've got grit, those Scots. we need them. We need like Tierney, like Robertson, Tierney. They're proper. They play really well. We saw him. Saw the Scotland game as well, and he looked all right in that. But yeah, I don't know. Well, what do you think of Liverpool next season?
I don't know. It's just been a horrible end to the season. Losing the league, losing the Champions League. I don't know. And now Mane's going, and obviously Origi's going. It could be Minamino, Oxlade. It could be quite a big clear out. On one hand, I'm excited, genuinely, because I think actually bringing in new faces, but knowing FSG, I mean, I don't know him personally, but, we always go for a cheap option. We always look for an excuse. That bloody James Pearce will be up tweeting, oh, Liverpool don't need a replacement. That's my James Pearce impression. If you're watching, James, fuck off. So, yeah, it would be Diaz's Mane's replacement. The bloke from Fulham, old Carvalho. He's the new striker that we need. We always sign promising talent. I'd love to go out and sign an actual Harry Kane.
No,
it's not going to happen. But Klopp's only got 4 more years. Why not get him a ready-made player?
I could see Kane. Well, I thought it was a certain they would go to City last year, and that never happened. But yeah, he would go to Liverpool, I reckon, because obviously I think that is a step up from Tottenham. Just saying. But I mean, with the Tottenham predictions, what we said at the beginning of last season is we never thought that they'd get Conte, and they had Nuno.
They had Nuno, who we both liked, actually.
I might have said that. I might have said that in a drunk. I must have been in a drunken rage or somewhere. But no, he was. Yeah, Nuno was an okay manager, wasn't he, when he got them? But I think obviously Conte is an elite manager. He's a step up.
No, he's brilliant,
and I think he'll be the sole reason if they keep Kane and so on is because of the manager. And I don't know. He never stays around too long, does he, Conte? So he could go end of next year. But...
He could, but I suppose, you know, his son in particular, he signed a 5-year deal last year.
Oh yeah, no, he did.
You know, Tottenham, Daniel Levy in particular, it's impossible to negotiate with that man, isn't it? And with Kane, maybe he's got 2 years left. So maybe if this season doesn't go well for Tottenham, it'll be 29-30 with a year left.
Yeah.
Maybe
he's got one big move, isn't it? He's got like one move he can go to, and yeah, I can't see him leaving England. So I think it'd have to be one of the Premier League teams that he moves to, because he obviously wants to try and get that record of, you know, reach Alan Shearer's record. But I don't know. I really do hope Liverpool get him, just so you can weaken Tottenham, because I don't think you can replace Harry Kane for them. They could bring in Morata maybe or something like that. But I don't know. But I was so annoyed when they got Conte. They got him. They got him at the time that Man United needed to get him. They had that. Remember, they played that game where pretty much if either team lost, they would have sacked their manager because Solskjaer.
The old El Saka coach.
Yeah. And Tottenham, even though they lost that game, probably actually won in the long run, didn't they? Because they obviously finished higher than United by getting Conte in at that time. Man United obviously got Rangnick in, and that was sort of like that never started off well. That never sort of really went anywhere.
No, I'm interested. Well, as a Liverpool fan, obviously, I hope United fail.
And he's just left completely, hasn't he? Now he's not even doing the consulting role.
No, well, that I think that's good. Actually, as a rival fan, because I think he's got a real good reputation of behind the scenes at football clubs. You know, really resetting them and building a strong culture. Obviously, as a manager, you know, whatever, it didn't work. But I don't think you can be a fool and have Tuchel and Klopp both say that this guy is their mentor. There is something very strong, you know, about this guy. Obviously, we didn't see it, you know, because United just got worse and worse under his leadership. But behind this, I'd imagine, exciting coach like Ten Hag and him behind the scenes, bringing in the right players actually would have worked for United. But now it'll be interesting because Ten Hag is probably going to put up with the same crap that Mourinho had and stuff like that, where actually, you know, I can picture something in the summer. Let's say I can't think of a name off the top of my head, but say there's like a really big name player that Man United go for and get, and we as outsiders look at that and go, fucking hell, how have they done that? But actually, Ten Hag might go, I don't want him. He doesn't fit my style, whatever. But United buy him not because he fits the manager, but because, you know, advertising, merchandise, all of this. United seem very much that they've got brilliant business people, but they're making football decisions.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they did that with the Ronaldo signing, probably, didn't they? It was all like advertisement and stuff. So,
but you know, to be fair, he's been their best player, isn't he?
Yeah, no,
you take
Ronaldo did. Yeah, it did really well for him. They seem to make decisions that suit the sort of financial side rather than the playing side. Don't they, United at the moment? And I know at the moment Man United are getting linked with pretty much loads of Ajax players, aren't they? Because Ten Hag probably knows them. So I don't know. You could be right. I think. Yeah, not having Rangnick in the background could damage him, but yeah, I don't know. It's going to be weird seeing United next year because obviously no one's seen Ten Hag in the Premier League, so no one knows what they're to expect. But I can't imagine it to be any worse than they were this season. I mean, Bruno Fernandes was absolutely shocking, wasn't he? Who was their sort of stand-up player the season before? We both said they'd finish close to City in our predictions. That's how good they looked. That's how, because they finished second the year before. Under Solskjaer.
It was never like a proper title fight, was it, between the two? And it never felt like that. But United to me under Solskjaer looked like probably the best counter-attacking team in the country. And they looked like they actually had quite a strong defence. I know, you know, Maguire's become a bit of a walking meme, but actually he was quite good. De Gea at his best. Wan-Bissaka looks, you know, Luke Shaw was arguably fullback of the season.
And he had a good World Cup as well, didn't he?
The COVID season. And like you say, Fernandes was sensational. And I'm just surprised. I'm really surprised at how, you know, Varane, World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Ronaldo, arguably the greatest player of all time, and Jadon Sancho, who I think probably every team in the world probably would have wanted.
Yeah,
so
at the time, yeah.
I think there's only one way to go for United, annoyingly, and it is up.
But they're getting rid of a load of wage, aren't they? They got rid of Pogba for free. They're getting rid of, is it Mata as well? They're getting rid of
Lingard.
Yeah, so they're getting all these players off the wage bill. So they're sort of doing what I think Arsenal did last season, which is just getting rid of all this deadwood and then just building so they could be, doing what we did last season, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know how much money they're going to pump into the Manchester United, the owners, but
they've always got money though.
They have.
Everyone, obviously it's a bit of a narrative of City and how City spend a lot, and they do, but United spend more, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but it's just City spend it where they need to improve,
better,
don't
they?
That's the difference, isn't it?
Man United got brilliant business people, but they make footballing decisions. They don't buy the players. All the correct players.
Well, we'll wait until maybe closer to the end of the transfer season before we make a
actually open
season. I know, it's true actually. I mean, I'm just getting excited seeing all these people getting linked to Arsenal, but I mean, we get more links than a ball and chain, so we don't know. We'll never see who we're going to
get. What joke was that? It's a shocking joke. And on that note, cut it out.
But yeah, so I don't know. Tottenham. I think Tottenham would get better next year if they keep playing.
Well, we've got 150 million, haven't they? Apparently, is it?
They've got Perisic as well, who's, even though he's 33, he's still quite an aggressive player. He's
you're seeing all these older players, probably. Luka Modric. Like we were just saying before we turn this on. I mean, that bloke's been about 40 for 10 years at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's, I think he's probably still arguably the best midfielder in world football.
Yeah,
he's brilliant. Ronaldo, 37 now?
Yeah, and he's still producing,
banging the goals in. Messi is obviously no spring chicken. All of these players are getting older and older.
Yeah,
but actually,
they're still improving. I think
still some of the best players in the world.
Lewandowski's quite getting on a bit, and he's still scoring.
He's 34, and I'll take him. I'll take him as a Mane replacement. Yeah, definitely have an actual striker on the pitch.
Yeah, I don't think footballers have their life they used to when they reached 30, they'd decline. Because their bodies are more physically fit now, aren't they, than they used to be back in the Matt Letizia days and the days like that.
I don't want to be rude in this podcast.
Okay,
but can you fuck off? No, but when you see that some of the players playing today, like Ronaldo, are younger than Wayne Rooney.
That's true.
Obviously, sports science is one thing, but
the genetics as well. I mean,
I don't know if we can talk. But so I don't know what I'm talking about now. But I think sports science is one thing. Obviously, players are able to play later on into their career, but also if they look after themselves, it's shown. Rooney could still be playing. Hypothetically, he still could be if he wasn't smoking and shagging old women. He would still be on that pitch, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but now it's just relegating Derby.
Now he's in court. Because his wife keeps gossiping about Rebecca Vardy, innit? Oh wait, no, it's the other way around.
No, I don't know.
Either way, he's up to to something.
Yeah, no, players who play for a lot longer now, don't they? So I mean, I'd take Lewandowski. I'd take Rooney at Arsenal.
What, even now?
Yeah. Over Morata.
I hope with all of my being that you sign Morata, and you'll see Chris on this bloody channel going, oh well, I think Arteta will get the best out of him. Arteta.
I still like Arteta. I don't know. What else happened last season? I'm trying to think if there's any other upsets.
We've lost this podcast, haven't we? Really, we're talking about predictions. Now we're just going through what happened on match day 25.
Yeah, well, we lost to Aubameyang, didn't we? I was a bit gutting. One of my favourite.
Yeah, but that probably turned your season around.
It did.
Getting rid of him.
We did do better, but still, it's a shame that they couldn't be worked out between Arteta and Aubameyang, and the fact that we didn't sign anyone at all to replace him or anyone at all in January to go. And I think that did probably cost us the top 4 race if we had someone else, another midfielder.
Even if you had Morata. Even if you had Morata, Chris, even if he'd scored 2 goals, you would have got top 4.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want Morata.
No one wants Morata. No one in the world wants Morata.
Would you take him?
No. Well, yeah, probably actually. He's the perfect false nine, isn't he? He doesn't score.
Right, yeah,
so
that's true.
Take a Timo Werner.
Yeah, and I don't know. I remember saying Lukaku would be top scorer, and that was horribly wrong.
Yeah, well, I thought when Chelsea signed Lukaku, I said he was best striker in the world. you know, yeah. Not just a couple of pretty faces that you get on this podcast. You get top quality football knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, what has happened to Lukaku though? But it's as silly as that sounds. At Inter Milan, he was incredible.
I think it's because Conte probably had him like eating better. I can imagine like his lifestyle was probably more. I don't know. I think Conte would have drilled him more at Inter Milan, and I think he just probably what he did at Man United as well is he just let himself go and he sort of just put on a lot of weight, didn't he, and just became lazy again. So maybe it's just. I don't know.
You can't imagine Chelsea would let him do that, or
maybe.
Is it just literally the way they play? Doesn't suit him. I mean, because Kai Havertz is. I know he doesn't score. Probably as much as Chelsea fans wish, but he's fantastic as that false nine.
Yeah, maybe Tuchel just didn't want Lukaku at all. Maybe that was a signing made from the board as well. Maybe that was a Man United type signing where they just wanted to get it for the shirt number. And then it's just weird that Lukaku sort of just comes out then he halfway through the season and just says that I want to go back to Inter Milan. It was like that weird interview he made in Italy. It was just that completely just derailed. That just sort of stopped the season. They sort of put Chelsea, sort of stopped them in a position.
Because I've lost for Chelsea here, but they've had a difficult season. Obviously, of old Abramovich getting up to no good, But obviously off the field stuff, and they didn't have an owner for a while, and
they weren't allowed to sell anything in this club shop, were they?
Lukaku going, and obviously not going, but wishing that he was gone. They've just lost Rudiger.
Yeah, that's true.
Have they been able to re-sign? Because I know obviously
they'll probably get Gallagher back, won't they? They've got so many people on loan. He must have to call.
But I'm thinking someone like Aspilicueta, because I thought that the situation was they couldn't re-sign him. But I'm guessing now they've got a new owner.
Yeah,
they can keep him, because I think he's going to be. I hate him. I bloody hate that man. He sums up Chelsea to me, that little rat-faced prick. But
it's true. He does seem a bit annoying. It's like a John Terry type, isn't it? Just the DNA of Chelsea. I don't like Chelsea.
No one likes Chelsea. Even this new owner doesn't like Chelsea. He can't wait to ruin them.
But I hope this new owner surely can't spend as much as Abramovich was doing on Chelsea.
Of course he can. It's going to be bloody of course it's going to be City, Newcastle, Chelsea, and United, because they're always up there spending money. So me and you, Chris,
Vieira, manager of the season.
Go on, bold predictions. I know we'll do these again.
Right, at the moment, I'd probably go City because I got Haaland, and I can see Haaland scoring a lot. And obviously City have won the past.
You know what? First prediction actually. First game of the season, Liverpool-Chelsea, Community Shield.
Well, you beat
4 goals to Haaland. 4 goals. I'm predicting it. He's first ever appearance for City, Chris. He's going to smash it in.
Yeah, do you think Haaland's going to do well?
Of course he's going to do well. Of course
he won't get injured.
And they got that Alvarez as well. I think he's going to be, if he plays, I think he's going to be pretty good. Yeah,
City are going to be a joke. They'll beat Chelsea. That's an easy prediction. I'll say 3-1 for that game. Heard it here first, but so if I did top 4, it would be City.
If you scam Arsenal into this top 4, Chris, after what you just said earlier,
Tottenham
second,
Chelsea,
mate,
Man United.
So
top 4.
Have you not learned from last year, Chris? But Man United, you're jinxing.
5th Newcastle.
Right, where the fuck are Liverpool?
Liverpool.
This is after we've lost bloody Mane.
You could have 6th place. No, I don't know. You'll probably finish above United, won't you? But
I would hope so. Yes.
Top first manager sacked next season.
Mate. Arteta, we all know Arteta. Once Arsenal get dumped out of the Europa League group stage.
Yeah.
And once you meet Olympiacos again.
Oh, not Olympiacos.
Yeah.
Right. But and obviously we're welcoming Forest into the Prem. which I think is really good. I was glad they got promoted. It'd be nice to see them back, but first time in 23 years. We would have been like 6 at the time.
All right, mate, just reveal how old we are.
But they all know how old we are. I mean, no.
Well, looks could be deceiving, Chris. I mean,
2 18-year-old boys sitting there.
What was it, 18? Look how shiny my bloody forehead is. But all right, yeah. So you're Forest are back in the league.
Bournemouth back in the league. Fulham are back in the league, aren't they? So it's I don't know who's going to do the best out of them. Probably Fulham.
I don't know, because Fulham are such a
them
and Norwich are just, they always avoid each other, don't they?
Yeah,
I think there's too much quality in this Fulham team to go down. Although we've just signed, arguably one of the better players. So who knows? Mitrovic.
Oh yeah, scores 40
goals in the Championship. Might score 1 goal next year. So
fantasy football, I would recommend getting him in. I reckon. Just give me goals. Him and Haaland next season battling out for Golden Boot.
Yeah, do you think Haaland Golden Boot top scorer?
Lukaku maybe or Morata. No.
Oh, you're obsessed with Morata. I think you want him to.
Yeah. Well, I'll take him. I don't know. No, I'll take Nketiah. I'm going to go Golden Boot Haaland, and then probably Jesus. If you know, but yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I can see Bournemouth. Who's managing Bournemouth anyway? I know Forest got that.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. No, they'll go down. Forest got that ugliest man I've ever seen managing a football team. He was terrible. That's the only reason Match of the Day is going to be on late. It's because you post Watershed to see the Elephant Man out managing.
Mate, I warned you, we don't have any editing software on this computer. So now, if anyone watches this is you mugging off this poor bloke's face. You're leaving us very exposed here, Chris.
Well,
please feel free to attack how we look in the comment section down below. Unbelievable. Right, well, on that note, I think we're going to leave it here.
No, subscribe. If you're that manager watching, subscribe to the channel.
All right, well, those were the reactions to our predictions. It became a bit of a mess, this podcast. But yeah, we hope you liked it.
Subscribe and like the video and everything. Yeah, that's what you say.
Yeah, but you just want to interrupt me mid-flow. Right, yeah, so subscribe, please. Give the video a like and comment down below on what you think is going to happen next season. So, why have I done a thumbs up? We've both done it, right?